Good morning and welcome to Sunday, day 2 of the UCI 2022 Masters Track Cycling World Championships in Los Angeles. We have an exciting lineup of racing today. We're going to start things off with the 200-meter flying time trial, qualifying our sprinters for the later rounds of the 35 to 39 men's sprints, as well as the 40 to 44 men's sprints. We also will have the 55 to 59 men's individual pursuit timed finals and the 60 to 64 men's individual pursuit timed finals. We will be naming several new world champions this morning's session, session 1 of day 2, Sunday of the UCI 2022 Masters Track Cycling World Championships, coming to you from the VELO Sports Center in the heart of Carson, California. Be sure to follow at VELO Sports Center on all of their socials, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we need our first riders through bike check: Thomas Munderain, Andrew O'Mara, Guy McClintock, and Shin Ito. You should be through bike check and in the ready area. We will want you lining up on the back straight. We're going to be starting the event in 3 minutes. Jacob Kramer and Alex Siegel. We also need you through bike check and on the back straight. So this 200-meter time trial will be qualifying riders for the quarterfinals, the matchups to be determined by the relative times in this event. First versus 8th fastest, second versus 7th fastest, so on. That quarterfinal happening throughout this morning's program will be a best of 3 series. With riders advancing to the semifinals in the afternoon program. Once again, we should have riders lined up on the back straight: O'Mara, McClintock, Ito, Kramer, Siegel, McKeno, and Serrano-Plowels. That's the men 35 to 39. Men 40 to 44, you should also be through bike check and getting ready to go on to the back straight. That's Ortiz, Muller, Tangent, McDonald, and Boys. Last call, O'Mara. Last call, Andrew O'Mara. These 200-meter time trials will be run as before, 3 laps of the velodrome. Pushed off the back straight to come around, they'll see 3 to go. On the final 200 meters of the final 250-meter lap, the riders will be timed between the 200-meter line in the north end of the velodrome, thin white stripe running about 2/3 of the way through the turn, and finishing at the start-finish line, which is the black stripe that runs down the middle of the big white stripe between the announcer and officials' towers. Andrew O'Mara, heat number 2 on track now. Andrew from the United States of America. He will be setting the time to beat. Comes around, sees 3 laps to go. Mara has climbed to the top of the 2 stories of Siberian pine, and it is the VELO Sports Center, 45-degree banking in the turns. Comes around, sees 2 to go, be bell, and 1 to go next time. It'll be timed over the final 200 meters of that final lap. And O'Mara hits the 200-meter line. 5.5 at the 100 meters. Sets the time to beat with an 11.111, 64.796 kilometers per hour. On track now, heat number 3, Guy McClintock of Canada. Two to go. McClintock hits the 200-meter line, starts the clock. New best time at the 100 meters of 5.383. New best time, 10.882, 66.163 kilometers per hour. New best time, 10.882. On track now, heat 4, Shin Ito of Japan. He was a holder yesterday for Ichimoto. He is the racer today. Starts the clock. New best time at the 100 meters of 5.291. New best time, 10.688. 10.688 from Shin Ito, 67.362 kilometers per hour. On track now, heat number 5 of 8, Jacob Kramer of the United States of America. This is heat 5 of 8. For the men 35 to 39, Ortiz, Muller, and Tangen be up following next 3 heats. Fourth fastest at the 100 meters, 5.589. Finishes 4th fastest with an 11.295. 11.295 from Jacob Kramer. In heat number 5. On track now, heat 6, Alex Siegel of the United States. This Heat 6 of 8 in the men's 35 to 39 sprint qualifying. Still the time to beat, 10.688, Shin Ito of Japan. Second fastest at the 100 meters with a 5.321. And finishes second fastest so far with a 10.762. 10.762 from Alex Siegel. On track now, Heat 7 of 8, Tak Makino of the United States of America. Sixth fastest at the 100 meters with a 5.867, 5.867. Finishes sixth fastest with an 11.946, 11.946. On track now, Heat 8 of 8, Roberto Serrano Plowels of Mexico. Third fastest at the 100 meters with a 5.351. Finishes third fastest with a 10.822. So Shin Ito, fastest qualifier with 10.688. Alex Siegel, second fastest. Roberto Serrano Plowels, third fastest, and Guy McClintock, fourth fastest. Andrew Amara, fifth. Jacob Kramer, sixth. And Tak Makino, seventh fastest. We now proceed to the men's 40 to 44 sprint qualifying. On track now, Heat 1 of 5. Top 4 riders will qualify for the semifinals. They'll be seated according to their times in this Flying 200. On track now, Gennaro Ortiz of the United States. Starts the clock. This is our first competitor in the 40 to 44. He'll be setting the times to beat. The time to beat at the 100 meters is a 6:122. And the time to beat at the 100 meters is a 12:382, 12:382, 58.147 kilometers per hour. On track now, heat 2 of 5, Peter Muller of Hungary. Okay, we remind riders, please exit the track after your event is completed. Please exit the track. Thank you. New best time at the 100 meters, 5:526. New best time at the finish, 11:071, 11:071, 65.031 kilometers per hour. On track now, heat 3 of 5, Bruno Tangen of France. Second fastest at the 100 meters with a 5:662. Second fastest at the finish with 11:468. 11:468 at the finish for Bruno Tangen, second fastest so far. On track now, heat 4 of 5, Joshua McDonald of the United States of America. Our next event will be ride number 1 of the quarterfinal round of the sprints for men 35 to 39. Fastest time at the 100 meters was a 5:426. And second fastest at the finish, 11:073. 11:073, a 65.022 kilometer per hour flying time trial. This is the 5th and final heat in the sprint qualifying for men 40 to 44. On track now, Ethan Boys of the United States of America. blistering start. Get his time here. New best time at the 100 meters, 5:2:22. New best time at the finish. New best time at the finish. 10.519. 10.519. 68.444 kilometers per hour. That concludes our qualifying rides in the men's 40 to 44 sprint. Please give all our competitors a big round of applause. Headed off to our next event, men's 35 to 39 sprint quarterfinal ride. Heat 1 has Shin Ito unopposed. I believe he needs to present. Folks will correct me if I'm wrong. So once again, sprinters to the ready area: Shin Ito, Tak Makino, Alex Siegel, Jacob Kramer, Roberto Serrano-Plowels, Guy McClintock, and Andrew O'Mara. Please proceed to the ready area on the home straight of the velodrome for your quarterfinal round ride number 1 heats. Thank you. And don't forget to go through bike check first. Okay, so our riders 40 to 44, they'll be racing this afternoon in the semifinals. Program just has the quarterfinals of men 35 to 39 and the 2 individual pursuit events for 55, 59, 60, 64. So coming on track now, heat number 2 of 4 in the men's 35 to 39 sprint. Alex Siegel and Tak Makino. So men 55 to 59, you are the next event. So you should be getting through bike check as well. Rondash, Christensen, Aney, Lyman, O'Brien, Walthour, Cole, Vela, Brown, Alvis, Nicole, Williams, Mayer, 12s, Trigillis, Carlson, and Casper. Your event is the next event following the men's 35 to 39 quarterfinal ride number 1. We're on heat 2 of that, so you should be getting through bike check and getting ready to the ready area. Rondash, Christensen, Heaney, Lyman, and O'Brien. Okay, 462, Makino has drawn the outside position, Siegel the inside position, Siegel in the black skin suit short sleeves, and Makino multicolored skin suit with long sleeves. Siegel obliged to lead the first part of the first lap unless overtaken. Rider slide off the track. Get the rider, bike, and track checked out. I believe we need some tape to repair the track. And in the re-ride, Siegel will get to choose the starting position as Makino false started, slid off the track. And so Siegel can choose starting position for the re-ride of ride number 1 in heat number 2 of the quarterfinal round of the men's 35 to 39. Okay, and so the holders are bringing the riders back up to the line. And it looks like Siegel has chosen the outside position, Makino the inside position for the re-ride of ride number 1 of heat number 2 in the quarterfinal round of the men's 35 to 39 sprint. Aquino in front, Siegel behind, Siegel in black, the white helmet. Bell and 1 to go. Side by side, they come up to the 200-meter line. Siegel pushing hard, putting in a lot of daylight between himself and Aquino. And Siegel wins the first ride. Coming up next, heat 3 of 4 in the quarterfinal round. Ride number 1, men's 35-39 sprint. Roberto Serrano Pauls of Mexico and Jacob Kramer of the United States of America. This is a best 2 of 3 series. The winner will advance to the semifinals. The others will race for the minor finals 5 through 8 in the afternoon program. Serrano Pauls has drawn the inside position in the white and green of Mexico. Kramer in the white and dark blue is on the outside white helmet. Kramer sticking close to his opponent. 2 laps to go. And both riders out of the saddle, heading to the 200-meter line. Serrano Pauls hits the 200-meter line first, has control of the sprinter's lane. Kramer with the longer way to come around if he can as they head down the home straight, and Serrano Pauls wins the first ride. Coming up next, heat 4 of 4 in ride 1 of the quarterfinal round of the men's 35-39 sprint between Guy McClintock of Canada and Andrew O'Mara of the United States of America. Pursuits will be our next event. Rondash, Christensen, Heaney, Lyman, O'Brien, Walthour, Cole should all be through bike check. Getting ready for the ready area. These will be 2 up heats. They will go quickly. 2 kilometers, 8 laps. A little over 2 minutes each race. Canadian McClintock has drawn the inside position in the white, blue, and red of Canada. O'Mara in black with the black helmet is starting from the outside position. These two competitors are most closely matched in qualifying time of any in the preceding heats. So pure speed should not be as much of a factor as track craft. And McClintock hits the 200-meter line first. O'Mara trying to come up alongside, has a longer way to come around. And O'Mara gets the wheel across the line first. That concludes ride one in the quarterfinal round of the Madden Sprint. Do a quick gate check and then we'll be off with heat number one, John Rondash starting from the home straight. Our next event, the men's 55 to 59 individual pursuit. These are a timed final. Fastest rider, regardless of the heat they're in, wins the gold and becomes world champion. Second fastest silver, third fastest bronze. Once again, I'd like to ask for a round of applause for all of our volunteers helping us here on a Sunday at the VELO Sports Center, giving up their weekends to help out. So, timing at this event is being provided by One2Go Event Services, powered by racetiming.ca. You can access start lists and results at tracktiming.live, tracktiming.live. It's all the start lists and results. We'll make sure these starting gates are functioning properly before we begin the events. So, Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed that for the time being in the 55 to 59 men's pursuit, we are going to be running these as one up starting from the back straight. One up from the back straight. So John Rondash, heat number 1, will be starting from the back straight. Then it'll be Christensen from the back straight, then Heaney from the back straight, so on and so forth, as we take care of the gate on the home straight. So once again, 55 to 59 men, you will be starting one up from the back straight. So the starting order will be as listed. On the start sheets, so the home straight rider will go first, then the back straight, what had been the back straight rider will go second in each of the heats listed. So you'll be starting, gentlemen, you'll be starting in the order that your names are listed on the start sheet. I'll read through it real quickly here. Rondash, Christensen, Heaney, Lyman, O'Brien. You'll be the first few up. I'll work with you to make sure you know your heat's coming up. And we thank you for your patience and understanding as we get started with today's event. And our first rider is off and underway. John Rondash of the United States of America. He'll be setting the time to beat. In the first of 17 rides that we will do within men's 55-59. Opening lap, 25.186, 25.186 for John Rondash. Once again, this is 2K 8 laps. Next time it comes around, it'll be the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. $1K split, 118.828, 118.828 at the 1K. Two laps to go. And Rondash finishes with the time to beat, 2:35.070, 2:35.070. Coming up next, Derek Christensen of Canada. Should have Patrick Heaney in the ready area. And Derek Christensen's off and underway. Once again, time to beat, 2:35.070 set in the last heat. This is time final, 2 kilometers, 8 laps of the 250-meter Siberian Pine Oval. It is the VELO Sports Center velodrome. 26.276 opener. Coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Christensen, second fastest so far with a 1:22.893, 4 seconds off pace of Run Dash at the halfway point. Of course, as we saw several times yesterday, often how one does on the back half of the race determines the final outcome. It'll be Bell and 1 to go for Christensen when he comes around. And Christensen finishes second fastest so far with a 2:46.853, 2:46.853 for Derek Christensen of Canada. Up next, Patrick Heaney of the United States of America. And Patrick Heaney of the United States of America off and underway. Patrick Heaney putting down new best times. Coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Next time he hits the back straight. 2 seconds up on the time of Run Dash. A 1:16.690, new best time at the 1K. Two laps to go for Heaney. New best time, Patrick Heaney, 2:30.286. Christensen now on the bubble with a 2:46.853. So Heaney first fastest so far, Rondash second fastest, Christensen third fastest of the riders so far. Top three go to the awards podium. This is a timed final. On track now, rider number 276, James Lyman of the United States of America. Lyman off and underway. Second fastest opening lap with a 25.160. Lyman coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Third fastest at the kilometer with a 1:21.784. 1:21.784 from James Lyman of the United States. And it's bell and 1 to go for Lyman. Walthour in the ready area. Cole will be the next one up. Lyman finishes third fastest of the riders so far with a 2:42.081, puts himself on the bubble. Christensen knocked down to 4th place. Coming up next, Bobby Walthour of the United States of America. O'Brien of New Zealand off and underway. Fourth fastest opening lap of 25.496. Coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Currently 5th fastest so far. At the halfway point, 5th fastest with a 1:23.812, 1 kilometer split. Now climbing to 4th fastest, he comes into the final 2 laps. Bell and 1 to go for Peter O'Brien of New Zealand. And finishes with the 4th fastest time so far today, 2:43.336, 2:43.336. Coming up next, Bobby Walthour of the United States of America. James Lyman still on the bubble, 2:42.081. Still the time to beat, 2:30.286 of Patrick Heaney. And Bobby Walthour off and underway. Second fastest opening lap. Coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Third fastest so far at the at the kilometer, 1:21.644, 1:21.644. Coming up on bell and 1 to go for Bobby Walthour. Walthour finishes 5th fastest so far with a 2:46.532, 2:46.532. Bobby Walthour. James Lyman still on the bubble with a 2:42.081 as we bring up Vern Cole of the United States of America. Patrick Heaney still with the time to beat, 2:30.286. John Rondash, second place at 2:35.070. And as I said before, James Lyman currently sitting 3rd fastest so far with a 2:42.081. And Vern Cole off and underway. Seventh rider off. Vern Cole coming up on the halfway point. Third fastest at the 1 kilometer with a 1:20.673. 1:20.673 at the kilometer. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Beat Bell and 1 to go. Currently sitting third fastest overall as he finishes up his last half lap. And finishes third fastest with a 2:37.153, 2:37.153. Vern Cole puts himself on the bubble as we bring up rider number 8 of 17, Stephen Vela of the United States of America. Stephen Vela off and underway. Rider number 8 of 17 in the men's 55 to 59 individual pursuit. New best time opening lap at 23:167. 23:167 opening lap from Stephen Vela. Stephen Vela continuing to set new best times as he approaches the halfway point. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. New best time at the 1K, a 1:15.510, 1:15.510. Bell and 1 to go for Vela. 259 Eric Brown should be in the ready area, and then Norman Alvis will be the next one up. Kevin Nicole to follow. And Stephen Vela finishes with the second best time so far, 2:32.545. Patrick Heaney still at the top of the leaderboard, and that pushes John Rondash onto the bubble. Coming up next, rider number 9 of 17, Eric Brown of the United States, should have Norman Alvis in the ready area. Norman Alvis should be in the ready area. Eric Brown with a new best opening lap, 22.556. 22.556 from Eric Brown. Coming up on the halfway point. New best time at the 1K, a 1:14.090, 1:14.090 for Eric Brown. Continuing to build his lead as he comes into the final laps. John Rondash on the bubble. Bellin one to go for Eric Brown. New best time, 2:29.590, 2:29.590 from Eric Brown of the United States. Stephen Vela now on the bubble. Coming up next, our 10th rider of 17, Norman Alvis of the United States of America. Should have Kevin Nicole in the ready area. Looks like we do. And Norman Alvis off and underway. Rider number 10 of 17 in the men's 55-59 individual pursuit. Timed final. Third fastest opening 500 meters. Second fastest at the 1K with a 1:14.263, 1:14.263 at the 1K. building into new best times. Comes into the final laps. Stephen Vela on the bubble as Norm Alvis continues to build his lead for the best time. 2 seconds up on Eric Brown at this point. New best time, Norm Alvis, 226.546, 226.546. Average speed of 49 kilometers per hour from a standing start. Kevin Nicole on track next. Kenny Williams should be in the ready area. Patrick Heaney now on the bubble. Patrick Heaney on the bubble with a 230.286. This is our 11th of 17 riders going off next. And Kevin Nicole off and underway. Rider number 11 of 17. Rider 281 of the United States of America. Fifth fastest opening lap of a 23.7. Kevin Nicole building into new best times. New best time at the 1K, 1:12.939, 1:12.939. Kevin Nicole. Patrick Heaney on the bubble as Kevin Nicole continues to set down new best times, coming into 2 laps to go. Second faster than Alvis. Lead now diminishing as we come into the final laps. Kevin Nicole, slim quarter-second lead coming into the final lap. Now second fastest going into that final lap. Kevin Nicole slots in second fastest of the day so far with a 2:28.285. Norman Alvis remains at the top of the leaderboard. On track next, Kenny Williams. Rider number 12 of 17, Uli Mayer of Canada, should be in the ready area. And Kenny Williams off and underway. Seventh fastest opening lap. Coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Kenny Williams finishes, fifth fastest at the 1K with a 1:16.614, 1:16.614. Kenny Williams, fifth fastest at the 1K. About 4 seconds down on our leader, Norm Alvis, at this point. Current top 3, Norm Alvis, Kevin Nicole, and Eric Brown. Kenny Williams, the 12th of 17 riders to go off this morning in the men's 55-59 individual pursuit time final. Bell and 1 to go for Kenny Williams. Kenny Williams finishes 4th fastest of the day so far, 4th fastest of the day so far with a 2:29.834. 2:29.834 for Kenny Williams, 4th fastest so far. As we bring up Uli Mayer. Mayer, the 13th of 17 riders in this event, the men's 55-59 pursuit final. Uli Mayer of Canada. Uli Mayer of Canada off and underway. Second fastest opening lap with a 22.889. Coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Mare of Canada clocks in with the second fastest time so far with a 1:13.713. 1:13.713. 1K split. Second fastest so far. Eric Brown on the bubble, third fastest so far. Mare setting new best times as he comes into the final lap. Continuing to build that lead. New best time, 2:24.586, 2:24.586, almost 2 seconds faster than all other competitors today. 49.8 kilometers per hour average speed from a standing start. That puts Kevin Nicole on the bubble as we bring up Mike Twelves of Great Britain. Should have Chris Trigillis in the ready area. And rider number 14 of 17 off and underway. That's bib number 293, Mike Twelves of Great Britain. Next event will be the men's 35 to 39 quarterfinal ride number 2. Fourth fastest opening lap with a 23.397. As we've seen in many of the earlier heats, it's really that ability to hang on, if not build, in the final kilometer of the 2. In this event, that makes the difference. Coming up on the 1K split, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Second fastest time so far, 1:13.373, 1:13.373. Building nicely into it. And as many before him have, he's now putting down new best times in the back half of the race. 3 laps to go. Continuing to build that lead coming into the last lap. Kevin Nicole on the bubble. Does look like we'll get a new best time here. And we do by more than 2¼ seconds. New best time, new best time. Mike 12s of Great Britain, 2:22.302, 2:22.302. Excess of 50 kilometers per hour average speed from a standing start. Norman Alvis now on the bubble as we bring Chris Trigillis up to the start. Should have Chris Carlson, world's best record holder in this event, should be in the ready area. And Daniel Casper will be our last rider off. Trigillis on track now and should have Chris Carlson in the ready area. And Christian Trigillis of the United States of America off and underway. Fastest opening lap so far with a 22.128, 22.128, fastest opening lap so far for Christian Trigillis. Trigillis really going after it. We will see a new best time at the 1K. New best time, 1:11.343, 1:11.343. Can he hold on to it, ladies and gentlemen? He is. He's continuing to build his lead as he goes into the final kilometer of this 2-kilometer time trial. Continuing to build advantage as he comes into 2 laps to go. Holding on to that lead as he comes into the final lap, Christian Trigillis. New best time, Christian Trigillis, 2:20.238. 2:20.238, 50 in excess of 51 kilometers per hour from a standing start. Uli Mayer now on the bubble. Daniel Casper on track now, according to the start. Chris Carlson will be going last. This is our penultimate ride in the men's 55-59 pursuit final. Once again, top three so far, Trigillis, 12s, and Mayer with 2 riders to go. Daniel Casper of the United States on track now. Should have Chris Carlson in the ready area. Casper, second fastest opening lap, 22.462. Building into it each lap, catching up to the time of Trigillis. Next time he hits the back straight, it'll be 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. New best time at the 1K, a 1:11.268, 1:11.268, Daniel Casper. Continuing to build his advantage over Trigillis with 3 laps to go. Quarter-second lead so far. Over a third of the second with 2 laps to go. Fell in 1 to go for Casper. Finishes in a new best time, 219.462, 219.462, over 51.5 kilometers per hour from a standing start. Coming on track now, rider 262, Chris Carlson, your world's best record holder in this event. The 2:17.192 set in Manchester, Great Britain in 2019. Mike 12's on the bubble. 3 fastest so far, Casper, Trigillis, and 12's. Up next will be ride number 2 in the quarterfinal round of the men 35-39 sprint. Should be getting ready. And Chris Carlson off and underway. Sixth fastest opening lap with a 23.331. Fifth fastest with 5 laps to go. 1.8 seconds behind our leaders. Fourth fastest at the 1K with a 1:13.158. Deficit to the leaders continuing to grow with 3 laps to go. Fourth fastest with 2 laps to go. Outside the podium looking in as he comes into his bell lap. And Carlson finishes 4th fastest so far with a 2:23.237. Your top 3 in the men's 55-59, Casper, Trigillis, and 12s. Let's have a big round of applause for all of our competitors in the 55-59 men's pursuit as we now move on to ride number 2 in the quarterfinal round of the sprint for men 35-39. First up will be heat number 2 in the ride number 2 in the quarterfinal round between Alex Siegel and Tack Makino. Men 60-64 in the individual pursuit. Your event is the one following this. So Reggie Jones, Thomas Coulter, Joseph Deck, Eric Salander, Brent Kay, David Story, Glenn Sandifer. Your event is up next. You should be going through bike check and getting ready to get in the ready area. We have 3 heats in the men's quarterfinals. Heat 1 is a bye. Men 60-64, your event is up next after this second ride in the quarterfinal round of the men's 35-39 sprint. Kino starting from the inside, the striped long sleeve skin suit. Siegel starting from the outside. Both riders from the United States of America. Siegel won the first ride. If he can repeat, he will advance to the semifinals. Kino will be ranked according to his qualifying time. So Kino in front, Siegel behind. Kino hits that 200-meter line first. Siegel was able to come around before. Like he'll be able to do it again, and Siegel takes it into Coming up next, ride number 2 in heat number 3 of the quarterfinal round of the sprints for men 35 to 39. Kramer will be starting from the inside position. Serrano Flowers from the outside position. Serrano Flowers in the black helmet, Kramer in the white helmet. Kramer increasing the distance, come around with 2 to go. Speed's continuing to increase as they come into the Bell lap. Side by side through the turn, Kramer hits the 200-meter line first. Serrano Flowers with the longer way to go, tries to get ahead on the straight. Gets the gap going into the turn, keeps it coming out of the turn, and he takes it in 2. Coming up next, the second ride between Guy McClintock and Andrew O'Mara. O'Mara will be the inside position this heat, McClintock the outside position. Guy McClintock of Canada, Andrew O'Mara from the United States of America. As I mentioned before, our next event is the men's 60 to 64 individual pursuit. Those riders should be through bike check and getting ready. This is our 4th and final heat in ride number 2 of the quarterfinal round of the men's sprint for 35 to 39. O'Mara with the black helmet and McClintock with the white helmet. O'Mara in front, McClintock behind. O'Mara was able to come around McClintock last time. Now he's being forced to lead from the front. front, McClintock alongside as they come around the turn, come right down to the line, and it looked to me like McClintock got across first, but we'll get the official call. It's like a stop clock. I'm right twice a day. All right. And it was McClintock crossing the line first. It will go to a decider, a third ride in heat number 4. Perhaps not a surprise, as those two riders were the most closely matched in qualification. So let's have a big round of applause for all of our quarter finalists. All right, so we will be doing 2-ups. For the men's 60 to 64, we're going to start things off with heat number 1. Reggie Jones starting from the home straight and Thomas Coulter starting from the back straight. Both riders of the United States of America. This is heat number 1 of 9. 2-ups, 2 kilometer, 8 lap, timed final in the men's 60 to 64 pursuit. So once again, we will have a ride 3 in heat number 4 of the men's 35 to 39 following this event and before the medals for the individual pursuits. Determined our medalists in the 55 to 59. We're going to do that in the 60 to 64 here. Once again, don't forget to order your photos. There are order forms on the infield. There's also a QR code you can scan either off that form on the infield or up at the front desk of the velodrome. Get your payment to PayPal, and photos of all racers be available for purchase. We're running a quick gate check here, and when that's completed, we'll start the racing. And all the gates are working properly, so we will be running these 2-up. Heat number 1 of 9, Reggie Jones on the home straight, Thomas Coulter on the back straight. Reggie Jones with the light blue sleeves starting from the home straight. Thomas Coulter with the dark blue sleeves starting from the back straight. Again, this is the time final. These riders will be setting the times to beat. Both riders off and underway. Coulter with the fastest opening lap, 25.36. Jones with a 26.132. Both riders coming up on the halfway point. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Coulter sets the time to beat at the 1K of a 1:19.654. Reggie Jones, second fastest so far with a 1:27.6. Bell and 1 to go for Coulter. Bell and 1 to go for Jones. Coulter sets the time to beat a 2:35.210, 2:35.210 for Thomas Coulter of the United States. Reggie Jones finishes second fastest of the riders so far with a 2:59.192. 2:59.192 for Reggie Jones. Coming up next, heat 2 of 9. Joseph Deck and Eric Solander, both of the United States. Deck starting from the home straight, all in black. Solander starting from the back straight, yellow and orange. Heat 2 of 9 off and underway. New best opening lap at 25.1. From Joseph Deck. Deck continuing to build his lead, setting new best times as he approaches the halfway point. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. 119.025, 119.025 for Deck, and a 120.485 for Solander. Both riders in the back half now. With 2 to go, Deck falling off the pace of Thomas Coulter. Solander putting down the 3rd best time so far as both riders come into the final lap. Deck finishes 2nd fastest so far with a 2:38.939. Solander 3rd fastest so far with a 2:42.902. Thomas Coulter still with the time to beat, 2:35. Deck 2nd fastest, 2:38.9, and Solander on the bubble with a 2:42.9. Coming up next, heat 3 of 9. Starting from the home straight, rider number 215, Brent Kay, the United States, and on the back straight, rider number 236, David Story, also of the United States. Brent Kay in purple, in black, David Story in purple. David Story with the fastest opening lap so far, fastest half lap. See if he gets full lap here. And he does, fastest opening lap so far of a 24.558. Brent Kay right behind him, 24.754. Brent Kay now setting down new best times, 5 to go. Both riders approaching the halfway point. Brent Kay with a new best time at the 1K split of a 1:17.946. David Story, 4th fastest so far with a 1:20.262. Brent Kay continuing to set new best times as we come into the final lap. New best time, Brent Kay, 2:30.738. David Story of the United States finishes third fastest of the riders so far with a 2:38.511. 2:38.511. Puts himself on the bubble. Brent Kay with the fastest time so far. Thomas Coulter, second fastest. David Story, third fastest with a 2:38.5 as we bring up heat number 4. On the home straight, Glenn Sandifer of the United States, and on the back straight, David Morgan, also of the United States. And heat number 4 of 9, Glenn Sandifer and David Morgan off and underway. Sandifer in the blue and green, Morgan in black. Sandifer with the fastest opening lap, 23.6. Both riders coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Sandifer second fastest with a 1:18.2. Morgan fourth fastest with a 1:19.0. Both riders with 2 laps to go. Bell and 1 to go for both riders. David Morgan finishes second fastest of the riders so far with a 2:34.775. Glenn Sandifer finishes fourth fastest of the riders so far with a 2:38.201. Thomas Coulter now on the bubble. And we should have rider 201, Joseph Atmore on the home straight, rider 217, Greg Langer on the back straight. 217 on the back straight, and we should have Peter Megdahl and Joseph Paulson in the ready areas, home straight and back straight respectively. Are running these as 2-ups. Still the time to beat the 2:30.738 set by Brent Kay. Heat 5 of 9 off and underway. Heat 5 of 9 off and underway. Joseph Atmore in the white and blue. Greg Langer, dark blue. Langer and Atmore with the 5th and 10th fastest opening laps so far. Langer, 8th fastest at the 1K with a 1:21.117. Atmore, 9th fastest with a 1:26.630. Langer finishes 7th fastest with a 2:38.994. 2:38.994, 7th fastest so far for Greg Langer. Joseph Atmore, 10th fastest so far with a 3:02.947. 3:02.947. As we bring up heat number 6, Peter Megdahl on the home straight, Joseph Paulson on the back straight. We should have David Prechtel in the ready area on the home straight and David Feta in the ready area on the back straight. This is heat 6 of 9 in the men's 60-64 individual pursuit, 2 kilometer, timed final. Thomas Coulter on the bubble. Heat 6 off and underway. Paulson setting new best times as he comes up on 5 laps to go. Coming up on the halfway point. New best time at the 1K, a 1:16.680. In the blue, Joseph Paulson. Black helmet. Megdahl with the white helmet. Joseph Paulson starting to lose that lead a little bit as he comes into the final couple of laps. Now second fastest with a lap and a half to go. Megdahl third fastest, so he's moving his way up the leaderboard. Both riders have gotten the bell, 1 lap to go. Paulson finishes second fastest with a 2:31.578. Megdahl third fastest so far with a 2:32.613. Brent Kay still stands at the top of the leaderboard with his 2:30.738. Megdahl on the bubble with a 2:32.613 as we bring up heat number 7 of 9. David Prechtel of the United States on the home straight, David Feta of the United States on the back straight. We should have Larry Nolan on in the home straight ready area and Dave Fairburn of Australia on the back straight ready area. So Prechtel in the black helmet, Feta in the white helmet as heat number 7 of 9 is off and underway. Feta with the fastest opening lap so far, Prechtel with the 4th fastest. Both riders approaching the 1K split. Feta second fastest with a 1:17.137. Prechtel fourth fastest with a 1:18.016. Two laps to go for both riders, currently third and fourth fastest so far, Feta and Prechtel. Now that's exchanging. Bell and 1 to go. And David Prechtel finishes third fastest so far, 2:31.586. David Feta, fifth fastest so far with a 2:32.878. 2:32.878 for David Feta, fifth fastest so far. Prechtel puts himself on the bubble, third fastest of the riders so far with a 2:31.586. On track now, heat number 8 of 9 on the home straight, Larry Nolan of the United States of America, and on the back straight, rider number 208, Dave Fairburn. In the home straight ready area, we should have a Dave Dent, and on the back straight ready area, Kevin Metcalf. Ride number 3 in heat number 4 of the quarterfinal round of the men's sprint. We'll follow that. Heat 8 of 9 off and underway. Nolan in black and Fairburn in white. Nolan with the fastest opening lap so far, a 23.197. Fairburn sixth fastest with a 24 knot. Fairburn now settling in. He has the fastest time with 6 laps to go. Both riders approaching the 1K split. Fairburn, fastest time of the day so far with a 1:14.159. So Nolan second fastest with a 1:16.079. And now Nolan has come back. New best times from Nolan. Four and 3/4 faster than Brent Kay with 1 lap to go. Blistering time from Larry Nolan as he comes into the final half lap. And Nolan sets a new best time, 2:25.439, 2:25.439 for Larry Nolan. David Fairburn, second fastest of the riders so far with a 2:26.893. Brent Kay now on the bubble with a 2:30.738 as we bring up our 9th and final heat. A day Dent on the home straight, Great Britain, and Kevin Metcalf of the United States of America on the back straight. Dent with the white shoe covers. Metcalf with black socks. This is timed final. And our 9th and final heat in the men's 60-64 pursuit is off and underway. Our next event, ride 3 of heat 4 in the quarterfinal round of the men's 35-39 sprint. Those riders should be in the ready area. 2nd and 7th fastest opening laps so far for a Day Dent and Kevin Metcalf respectively. Dent now starting to put down new best times with 6 laps to go. Both riders coming up on the halfway point, 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Day Dent about set a new best time. New best time 1:13.3 at the 1K for Day Dent. 3rd fastest 1:15.2 for Kevin Metcalf. Day Dent building his lead into these final laps. More than a 2-second advantage with 2 laps to go. Kevin Metcalf's setting down times to bring him in 3rd fastest. Half a lap to go. And Day Dent finishes with the best time 2:25.183. Kevin Metcalf finishes with the 3rd best time, 2:26.187, the 2nd fastest time of the day, 2:25.439 from Larry Nolan. That is your world's podium. Let's give a big round of applause for all of our competitors in men's 60-64 pursuit final. As we go to our next event, ride number 3 in heat number 4 of the quarterfinal round of the men's 35-39 sprint. Riders will have drawn for position. We'll find out who's going to start from the inside. And then we will go to our awards ceremony. We will be giving out awards for the men's individual pursuit. Looks like O'Mara in the black helmet has drawn the inside position. Winner advances to the semifinals. Others are being ranked by their qualification times. This is the 3rd and deciding ride between these two. O'Mara won the 1st ride, McClintock the 2nd ride, bringing it to this 3rd ride decider. O'Mara in front, McClintock behind. O'Mara hits the 200-meter line first. McClintock will have the longer way to come around. Side by side, they're racing towards the line, and it's McClintock. Gets across first, will advance to the semifinals. Let's give both of these gentlemen a big round of applause for all the great racing they've done for us this morning. And we will be heading to the award ceremony for the pursuits. You know you're on the podium, go ahead and head there now. So that concludes the racing of the session number 1 of day number 2, Sunday at the UCI 2022 Masters Track Cycling World Championships in Los Angeles. We'll see you again in